Greetings all, FerrariMan601 here. Welcome back to F1 2017, and welcome back to Silverstone. Today, it's time, once again, to do another classic race. Today, we are going to be driving the FW14B, the Williams car from 1992. One-shot qualifying coming our way right now. We've got scattered clouds today at Silverstone. Track conditions should be pretty nice for our qualifying session here. Delta time being shown is to the Ferrari F2004, so there's absolutely no chance for an overall pole position here today. However, we might be in the running for a class pole. We'll have to watch and see what we can do on this one and only flying lap. To the tricky infield section now, onto the infield straight. Sun has disappeared behind the clouds briefly there. That'll be dropping the track temperatures, and that will be hurting our ultimate performance here on these slick tires. They like to be hot. To Copse corner now. Up and downshift at the apex. Hesitate on the throttle for the exit. Don't want to go wide over there because that will be the end of your qualifying lap. Significant lag from the gearbox there on the downshift. Sometimes it rejects the downshifts outright. That's to protect the engine so you don't go into a mechanical over-rev, but it does hurt your attitude of entry into the corners sometimes. So you've got to be very careful on timing your downshifts. Coming now down to complete the lap. What is it good for? P1. We are P1 here in class, so that is not the overall pole position, but P1 in class,
it's
the Class 2 guys.
Now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
You can definitely see the margin is very, very slim. 13 thousandths of a second is all that's in it between my time and P2 in the MP413. So I've got two 413s behind me, and then the second FW14 in P4. So we are in that McLaren-Williams sandwich here. We are the bread in a Williams-McLaren sandwich. The overall standings here. The F2004s, of course, leading the field, followed closely by the F2002s. Not surprising to see that. We line up overall in P11 behind the Renault R26. Two R26s in the field. As we've been seeing in these classic races, the R26 tends to be a little bit slow, so they may be a factor for us in terms of our overall result. However, we are going for the class win. Stand by. Welcome back on the grid at Silverstone, and in stereotypically British fashion, it's raining, so wet tires on all the cars. Only one wet weather tire for these classic cars, so full wets. You can see the tread pattern there. We are in for it, well and truly. Strategy, we won't be needing any pit stops, as you might expect. 13 laps in the race. We're going to add a little bit more of a fuel buffer, just so that we can do some more rich running. Reasonable fuel consumption on this Renault, although it is from 1992, so you do have to bear that in mind. To the formation lap. See our pull away. It is a bit slick.
Power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tires and brakes up to temperature.
It is a bit slick here, as you might expect. However, built-in traction control on this Williams, so we do have a little bit of an advantage there. Of immediate concern are the McLarens behind me, the two MP413s. They are probably going to be a little bit quicker, although they do not have any traction control advantage. I do, so that might be in our favor. R26, as is typical here, being very slow on the formation lap. because it is wet, we really don't need to do any weaving to warm the tires up. These wet weather tires are in their best operating window really when they're cooler, because obviously they are designed to run in the rain, so water has a significant cooling effect. There doesn't seem to be that much standing water even offline, so potentially things are okay. The car feels reasonably grippy enough. I mean, yes, it is a bit slick because the track is obviously wet, but it's definitely manageable. Not really concerned about the conditions. Brake bias feels good. Richen up the mixture here in preparation for the start. And now the AI takes control to get us on the grid. And the AI just runs us directly through the R26. That's illegal and impossible. It violates the laws of physics, but okay. And the R26 runs directly through us. Wonderful. Anyway, on the grid now, the rest of the field forming up behind us.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid is formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Nice idle sounds on this RS6 Renault engine. Right, the lights are coming up. And off we go. Traction control working overtime off the line. Really bogged down in that second phase of the start. Both of the McLarens take us immediately. We have a yellow flag. One of the F2002s has spun. I need to get positions back here. Honestly, I think that is quite stupid, considering I was taking evasive action. But we've given the positions back. And we are very wary of that F2002, which is now behind us. Trying to get the power down. And now the question becomes, can we do anything about that McLaren, which got past us? And I was forced to give that position back. Look at the understeer. Still sliding around hard on the power. Traction control helping me a lot. All through the Maggots-Beckett's complex. Lots of sliding, lots of slipping. There's really not much I can do about that. Just trying to hold on to it. McLaren coming really close. He's going to try something into Stowe, perhaps. No, he backs out of it.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
Start was not okay at all. Would have been really great. But the game said, no, that was an illegal overtake. Even though I was trying not to crash into somebody. Again, trying a move there, but he backs out. Just ran over some pieces of F2002. Don't have any punctures, that's good. One of the McLarens very close to us. I cover the inside. I am definitely at a disadvantage in terms of all-out speed relative to the McLaren behind, and you can see relative to the McLaren in front, we are losing all kinds of time. I really wish it were dry today because this car is absolutely awesome in the dry. But it was not to be. I was very out of shape. And as you can see, we are going nowhere quickly. McLaren's got to run. Again, we fend him off into Stowe. The other McLaren really far up the road. You can just barely see him working his way through the complex here at Vale. That's an advantage to the McLaren. Pieces of F2002 still in the middle of the road. McLaren coming up on our outside. We've got the inside line. We maintain track position. There's a lot of hydroplaning, for sure. Yet I maintain my initial observation that the track does not seem all that wet. I mean, I don't see a lot of standing water. And now that everybody's been circulating for a few laps, there is very much a dry spot on the racing line. McLaren's got to run. I outbrake him, run a little bit wide, but we gather it back up and we maintain our position. Still pieces of Ferrari there in the middle of the road. I think they would send marshals out to pick that up. McLaren's really on us now. And actually, no, that is the F2002 behind us. There's no way we're going to be able to hold him off. The McLaren maybe, but the F2002, not a chance. Let's let him go. Look at that straight line speed differential. However, he's gone wide. We take the position back for now. Look at this, just drifting it all the way through Woodcote Corner. Now the Ferrari tries again. And he just completely hesitates in the middle of the corner. He hits the brakes. That's nasty. Makes me a sitting duck for the McLaren now. Fuel delta is +2. He made contact with the McLaren behind. My left rear hit his right front. That full lock, trying to keep the car on the track. Working lap 5 now of 13. the race. I want to say that's one of the MP44s or MP46s. Really wish the rain would clear up. The other MP413 is nowhere to be found, not even on the track map there in the lower left. He is gone. That was very sideways indeed. McLaren's got to run from that. He hits me. Going into a yellow flag zone. He overtakes me. How about that? How come he doesn't have to give his position back? Not only does he overtake me into a yellow flag zone, but he also hit me along the way. How come he gets to keep that position and I had to give mine back when I was taking evasive action? He wasn't taking evasive action, he was overtaking.
We think there's a viable strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one?
Have a look at those rear tires. They are absolutely shot. The other Williams is now knocking on our door. Just look at those rear tires. We might actually have to make a stop.
This light rain is going to be with us for a while now.
Rain's going to be with us for a while, they say. Wonderful. I don't think we're going to make it to the end on these tires.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.7 seconds. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A?
I keep trying to hit that T key on the keyboard to change strategy when they ask me. I never get any response. Tires are now approaching a critical wear point. Got a warning about it. Car is just getting progressively harder and harder to hold on to. Only at half distance and yeah. Exceeded track limits? Are you kidding me?
The stewards have awarded us a
Are you
10
kidding
time
me?
penalty.
Did you not see how sideways the car was through the final corner? Are you absolutely kidding me? How are you extrapolating that I gained an advantage by going sideways off the track? That's laughable. That's absolutely laughable. You make me give a position back because I had to take evasive action. And then you allow somebody else to overtake me in a yellow flag zone, and he doesn't have to give the position back. And now you're going to give me a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits while I left the circuit going sideways. Are you kidding me?
We think there's a viable strategy
Viable
change
strategy
available to us.
change? How about
Would you like
retirement?
to
That
keep
sounds
to the
good.
current plan or
Apparently,
try the new
you
one?
guys don't want me to have any success here today. That's unbelievably egregious. We're going to have to make a stop here because those rear tires are just on the cusp of exploding. Engine attempts a little high to boot. Only wear on the car is that gearbox.
Okay, box, box, box. We're adjusting the strategy.
Got a puncture.
This lap.
I've got a rear puncture. It is the left rear. I can't even hold it in a straight line. Rear puncture. Don't disqualify me for driving the wrong way.
Virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta.
They brought out the
The
VSC.
rear left tire has a puncture.
Well, this is an absolute disaster.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your
And on
pace
top of
until
all
the
of this, I
green
have a
flag.
10-second
VSC
penalty,
ending. Wait
supposedly
green.
for violating track limits while I was out of control. You've got to be kidding me.
Go now.
I'm surprised they didn't give me a second penalty there for spinning on a puncture.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
We're now 8th in class, 17th overall.
Blue flag, blue flag.
We've got blue flags. One of the
We're not racing
F2004s
a car
approaching.
behind. Let them past when you can.
Nope, F2007. Doesn't really matter what I do because I'm getting 10 seconds added to my finishing time for some unknown reason. Track limits? Are you joking?
Yellow flag.
Yellow flag here. That's one of the MP46s and one of the 412Ts. They apparently came together. Now 6th in class.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Our gap behind is 18.6 seconds.
18.6 seconds to keep P6 in class. So even with the 10-second penalty, we're still safe here for now.
Our gap to the car in front is 5.
R26 behind, they're giving me a blue flag. I'm trying to jump out of the way. Take the position, thank you. Could have given me a little bit more space there. There looks like an MP46 in front of the R26. Another the yellow flag. Alright, so that car is dropping out. You're going to give me an illegal overtake there, too? Lots of attrition in this race so far.
Blue flag, blue flag.
Blue flag. The Ferrari hits me. You kidding? You have damage from that? No damage. Somehow. Ferrari really gave me a wallop. If you want to lap me, don't hit me. But the consolation prize is he just wrecked his day.
Blue flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
Come on. Second R26. It's the only R26 remaining in the field, I do believe.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Close to the MP46. This is for position. Switching up the mixture. See if we can get past him. Got the inside on Stowe. I've got him. That was not actually for position. Lap 11 of 13. Remember, I am a lap down from the leaders. So we will complete 1 lap less.
Seconds.
Oh, 25.9 seconds. No big deal. Make that up in a corner or two. Lots of hydroplaning there. Flags. Another F2007. Is that the same one that hit me before? I do wonder. I think it actually is. He's pitting. How about that?
Racing the car behind. Let them past when you can.
R26. I could have sworn one of those R26s dropped out.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
This is going to be my final lap. We are 5th in class, 14th overall. been a very frustrating day. Very frustrating day indeed.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay.
Race has been won. John Hanger straight for the last time for us. Gap behind is 10.1. We're right on the knockings of losing this position due to our 10-second penalty. We finish P5 in class on track. Where do we shake out in the end? P5, it was enough. Whew. We nullified the penalty, but only just. What is that gap once we take the penalty into consideration? That's what I'm interested in here. And also interested to see, did an F2002 or an F2004 win the race?
Fantastic Grand Prix. Here they come, your top three, out onto the podium.
It's an F2002 that won. How about that? See the curve on the top of the engine cover. That's an F2002 signature piece of bodywork. Pretty cool. I haven't seen the F2002 beat the F2004 yet in this game, so it is possible. All right, the
That's
final
it for today's
results.
Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye, and see you again next time.
We don't see the actual gap in time there because we're all a lap down except for one of the 4.6s that's got itself a DNF. But yes, we finished 5th on track, and even with the penalty, we finished 5th. So I was beaten by the other FW14B, I was beaten by one of the 412 Ferraris, beaten by both of the MP413s. Not a great day, but we do finish ahead of one of the MP46s, the only one that actually finished, one of the 412s, and both of the 44s. And then, of course, the P10 MP46 had an unfortunate DNF. The overall results, though, yeah, F2002 took the win. Pretty cool. The other F2002, I believe that's the one that was involved in that first corner incident. That one finishes in P8. The R26 finishing 4th, not a bad showing there. And then the other R26, I believe, had some sort of a problem. Where is that second R26? Am I missing it? Yep, there it is. R26 in 4th and 6th. So, yeah, I thought one of them had pulled off to the side of the road at one point and caused a yellow flag. That's when I was complaining if I was going to get a penalty for that, too. But interesting. MP423 in P20 didn't finish. And then the second MP423 there in P9. But there we are in P14 overall, 5th in class. And I'm the only one who received a penalty today. Not the best distinction, not the best performance. Really tricky conditions. We had a puncture at one stage. Yeah, tire wear was really atrocious. Was not expecting that. But that is what we've got for our F1 2017 Classic action for today. Thank you all very, very much for watching. Ferrari Man 601 saying thanks, and we will see you soon.